quarter alone, I think they had 6, didn't they? In the first period?
It was a gunslinging game, that's for sure.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Walker ain't no doubt a hell of a baller. Same as 28.
28. Oh, Grennan. Yes. He played for Panther City last year.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he got released from Panther City.
Okay. Well, that was their bad. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, no, that Grennan and Josh, our buddy Josh there that sits down in the party zone, or stands, I guess, in the party zone. He's big on him. He said that to me, I think the first game. Right after that, when I talked to him after, he's like, Grennan is very underrated, and you can see why he thinks that. And yeah, he's right.
He definitely is. He's a baller. That's for sure. He's the youth is. They just need to, keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, no, there's Dougie making a big breakaway save right there. I think he looked really good. I mean, he had probably a couple he wanted to get back, but no, the Firewolves came out on fire, and then they take a stupid penalty right here. Boom, where he cross-checks him in the back, and Longboat's like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that, and you're going to find out why in a second, because Saskatchewan ends up burying this one. So
just a heater from the outside.
Beautiful pass from Church to Keenan, and he just buries it. And then Zach Manns, this guy, Toronto traded him for Church, and seems to be working out very well for Toronto and definitely for Saskatchewan as far as Manns has gotten a lot of goals. But this young man, 24 for the Firewolves.
Very good defenseman.
Oh my goodness, did he have a game too, though? I mean, he was all over the place. 5 loose balls, but little plays like that where you force yourself through, and Albany this is a huge theme for Albany. They get a bunch of resets, but they move the ball great. Quick pass over, Simmons gets it as he's going through.
That was the assist was from my man Paulus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On that last one?
Yeah, that was Paulus and Walker. And here comes Walker. And you can see a trend here with Walker. But this is Nardella gets the face off. They get possession. They move the ball around. And all of a sudden he realizes he's all alone. There's nobody covering him.
Yep. The goalie.
Shigliano.
Shigliano.
Yeah, you can call him Frank.
Frank it is. I mean, and he had a lot of the space. I mean, you're talking enough space for a ball to get through. That's it.
Oh,
These guys are covering. They're there, but the shooters are so damn good.
Yeah. No, and here's Dougie, but I think this is basically, Albany did a really good job not allowing – that's the defense right there. 33, Jacqueline, I believe his name is, or Joaquin. I'm not quite sure on the pronunciation, but he did a great job, and – there's nothing you could expect, but Dougie still makes the save with a beautiful punch-out save. This guy has got somebody all over him, puts it right where he thinks, hip height. As the goalie's dropping down, you think, I got it, and Dougie just punches it out with his glove.
Yeah, he had a couple really nice saves.
Oh, he had a bunch of them. Here's another one.
Just stepping. He reminds me, Sully reminds me of him so much.
Yeah, big save there by Jameson. So they were definitely getting chances, but there's one that was called back in the crease. They end up with 2 of them. Saskatchewan comes right back on transition. Great ball movement there. That's textbook, transition. They get the defense running around. Because if you look at the numbers actually aren't that bad. You've got about 3 on 3, but really you've got the 2-on-1 down low is the problem.
And that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, and a beautiful pass over. Not much you can expect Jameson to do. Great finish.
There. That crossover shot, that's what I remember them talking about was, how do you defend that as a goalie? You got your pipe covered, and a guy is able to do that crossover shot. That was that
Manns again. He is an awesome player, but here's a goal from Grennan. Again, you see they get a reset. Albany so good offensively getting the rebounds. They get another shot. Yeah, right here. Gets into the middle. Grennan, just nobody there on the slide to help him.
On behind the goal. They were playing basically 4-on-4.
Yeah, you see Saskatchewan does this a few times throughout the game. They'll pin the guy back there, And you'll see the Firewolves guy, he'd kind of like lull him to sleep. He'd just stand there, and then all of a sudden he'd make a break. Like right there, boom. He realizes, sweet, no point in rushing up there. Grennan, though, he had a game.
Good dog. He's a good dog.
Yeah.
Well, Simmons, in
What
regards to, he had what, 19 shots? He had a ton of shots, 17 shots.
Simmons shoots a lot. He is, 17 shots. He's a shooter.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up. 17.
And Zach Mans.
So he's shooting almost 20%. He's like 18%.
Yeah.
Not the best, but where you can get away with it, especially with the Firewolves, is they got so many offensive rebounds. But here's a huge save by Dougie. Oh, yeah. The defense played pretty good for the Firewolves, and when they had their moments of collapse, Dougie was there to really step up and he made some unbelievable saves.
He did. I agree. I told you earlier, from watching the game, I thought he was the MVP of the team.
Yeah. And this guy's got to be kicking himself. He thinks it's not going to go in. He just assumes Jamison has it and carelessly steps into the crease. And because it happened early, there's that second goal called back. And this happens on the next possession for Albany. Boom. And that's it. Coach Tony says it all the time. Get to the middle of the floor. That's where you have the best angle.
The eyes of the stick can see a lot more from the middle than the outside angles. Absolutely. Good game. It's third period, and Albany got to wake up a little bit. That was a
yeah.
It's hard to say what it was. You lulled yourself. The rush, they woke up.
Yeah, right there. Dougie's probably going to want that one back.
Yeah, he dropped to his knee a little bit right over the top corner. Boop.
Yeah. He's a big boy as well. You don't see a lot of the net when he's playing usually.
Yep. He gets side to side. I mean, that shot right there, he got side to side, but there was just enough, basically just enough for the guy to get that ball over the top of his shoulder.
Here's a big save by Dougie, and here's Young again come flying up the floor. Like I said, I was really impressed with how Young played. As they come up here, and with the possession, Simmons is going to bury it.
He's behind the back by Walker. Was that?
Yep.
Was it a pick? There he is there.
Yeah, see, he fakes like he's going to shoot behind the back. He never actually gives up the ball.
Yep.
Lulls his defenseman down there, rolls it down, and beautiful job. Like, that's the little things that you see from him. He just kind of runs across the floor. Ethan Walker draws the defenseman in. By the time the defenseman gets back over there, Shigliano, he jumps up, gets Shigliano to jump because he thinks he's going to try to throw it over his shoulder, and as soon as he does, he bounces it down underneath him. But we took a penalty.
Nice save by Dougie.
Yeah.
Mr. Walker.
Yeah, right there. Watch this one. He turns around and he just cross-checks him in the face. Boom.
It happens.
He looks at the ref like, come on, man. But I think it was more of a reaction than anything else. And then they score here. Albany is Saskatchewan does pretty good on the power play. But
they were 2 for 3.
Right there they lost the rebound battle. And that's what it so often boils down to. Dougie does a good job making sure that he doesn't get it out front. But the ball goes over there. They lose the battle in the corner for it. Nice pass over. And you can see Doug thought he was going to shoot with the amount of time that was left in the game. Jamison definitely thought he was going to shoot. And then we get into the fourth quarter. Albany starts on the power play, but Shigliano just comes up huge.
Frank had a huge second half.
Especially this fourth quarter, because when I was looking at the stats, I was like, what happened, Albany? Why was your offense not, what were you doing wrong? And when you actually watch the game, though, I mean, they have a little miscue like there, but they don't lose the ball. And Shigliano makes some great saves. No, that happens, and then you'll see right here, too. They try for the one extra pass across the crease. And if it goes through, I mean, it's easy to Monday morning quarterback it because we're sitting here watching. But he throws it across the crease, and you wonder, it's like, man, you probably should have taken that one.
Yep.
Right here. Up top, down low. He's got time. And
that's the one right there I was talking about. That's exactly the play I was just talking about, where he passes it down to Paulus, and watch Paulus. I mean, look how close he is.
and that guy's running.
One step in or a dive, and he's through there, but he opted for that behind the back.
And actually, off of that play, they're going to score a shorthanded goal.
Yes.
Yeah, Albany's power play. They were able to get a power play goal.
That was a cheesy. That was the cheesy goal right there, where the deflection. Dougie wasn't ready for a deflection.
Well, I mean, that's why they
say it was a hockey tip, is what that was.
Yeah, throw it on net and good things will happen. And Keenan ends up getting credit for the goal because it went off his stick. But yeah, that was a hockey play right there.
Yep. It happens. Yeah. That's a cool game. Cool thing about the game.
Yeah, throw things on net and good stuff will happen.
Good fake, nice shot.
Yeah. Yeah, all alone out front, but I mean Shigliano, boom, big save there on Walker.
What a hit though! What a hit on Walker.
Yeah, he got run
over. And he got up, and you want to know what? There was no cheese coming back, slashing the guy. He got up, took his licking, and jogged off the field. I'll get you.
Yeah. Here's a huge play from Nardella. This is like textbook how you should, you tell kids, you're watching your guy, and his stick is just in the right place.
Yep.
He gets a piece of it. Yeah, turns around, picks the ball up, beautiful feet up, and they come up. Unfortunately, Albany, we obviously know, doesn't capitalize because we lost the ability to score in the fourth quarter. Shigliano, great save, but they did what they do so many times. They get the rebound, they get another shot. Shigliano is just, he was on fire.
46 saves on the day.
Yeah.
That's what kept them back in.
Big foot save right there.
His shots in the first half to the second half, the percentage definitely went up.
Oh yeah, no, he had a much better second half. There's another one. Boom.
Another rebound.
And that save right there, it's like, are you serious? And he had a bunch of those are you serious kind of saves. Then Albany loses a battle in the corner. Here comes Saskatchewan. And this is going to be their last goal of the quarter, but it ties the game, and then we go 7.5 minutes pretty much without it. But both teams played great defensively. So, yeah, right now it's 50 to 47 shots on goal. Albany has 10, so Shigliano's got 40 saves.
Working the ball around. Nobody's standing still.
No. And they do a good job of isolating him over to the side. And this was, Young. He had a pretty good game, but he gets beat here. And that was Keenan. But yeah, Keenan gets underneath him, scores. There was no slide help down below. But here's Shigliano just making big saves. Dougie's going to make a couple, but Albany did a really good job defensively, not giving them a ton of clean shots. Right there, they get a shot, they have somebody on them. They go into the corner, come up with the ball. Both teams played great defensively.
What I also like, Greg, is the officials. Not to say it was a clean game. It was they were hitting. There was plenty of aggressive play, and the officials let them play.
Yeah,
that's what I liked. I mean, obviously your cross checks to the head and everything. They had those calls, but they were another great hit right there.
But so Messenger takes a long outside shot and runs down and forces the guy. And this is where it's tough because if Messenger scores, obviously everybody says take the shot, but you're 20 seconds into the clock, you're a defensive player, you take the shot, Jameson makes a save, so you're trying to hustle down there and get the loose ball. But huge credit, I think that's Jackson Nishimura.
Gets the ball, he's breaking. That's what you do.
He passes it even though he's getting leveled.
Yeah.
I wish I could see who that was now. Nope,
that's
20, Young.
That's young.
I should have known, man. He played phenomenal. But, yeah, he takes the hit and chucks the ball down, knowing where his guy's going to be. And Shigliano, though.
Frank.
Yeah, big Frank the Tank.
Big Frank.
And that's the problem. When your goalie's that hot, you see them second-guessing themselves. He makes a save. Dougie makes a big save. They go down into the corner fighting for the ball. Nishimura flies over to get it. Dougie almost actually had a goal at the end of one of the...
at the halftime there. Yeah, he launched it down. It was a half a second late.
That one was closer than the end of the game buzzer beater, so they thought in Halifax. I think Jameson's was closer than Jameson's was closer than Cody Jameson's.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, because it was, I think Dougie was, a lot faster on point there. Albany does a great job. Nardella battling for the ball, but that's Tchaikovsky over there. Picks it up and survives with it just long enough. Head up, realizes, whoa, I got to find somebody. Gets it to him, gets it out to Paulus. Beautiful play by Tchaikovsky. And that's one of those things that won't make the stat sheet because they work the ball around, so he's not going to get an assist. But that play, 100% of the reason that they're on offense is because of that hard work right there. And then Albany does what they do so great, right? Boom, they get the rebound, so we get a fresh shot clock. Paulus steps in. Another shot on net. He gets just enough of it, but we get another fresh shot clock. Yeah, so we're on the third possession right now with it.
Yep.
And beautiful job right here.
Walker
Just steps in,
coming on.
but Paulus just draws that guy in. And Walker
Pushes him off enough to free up the hands to get a 2 steps closer to take that shot.
Right, but I mean, you see him come out here for the screen, and Paulus's defenseman goes in, worried about them doing a give and go, and instead he just stays back, and they give Ethan Walker the chance to score. Wow, that was an amazing end of the goal game. I mean, he played great. The entire offense, though, for Albany played good. The Chigliano, I think, really was just that effective at the beginning of it.
They definitely are a great team coming up through. They're 4-0. They're number 1 in the league right now.